I'm just heading outside to feed the animals. It's snowing, it's a little bit cold. It's only -10, but with the wind chill, it feels like -20. It's gonna snow all weekend. It's gonna get colder. It's gonna get worse. We need to prepare. We do have a goat that's gonna have her babies next week. It is not uncommon for a change in temperature like this or a change in precipitation like this to get animals to go into labor early. We gotta be ready for Dandelion. If she has her babies early, we wanna make sure that they're all safe. They have a safe, warm, dry place so that they don't get too cold. You can see the goats have not come outside this morning. They're not interested in this weather. We're gonna feed the dogs first. Look at them playing. Hibby is our yard dog. She's a mix of herding breeds, but she plays the roughest. We keep our dog food in these totes. Oh, you still have some food from yesterday, Huck. We got the dogs eating first, and then they're in the shed eating the entire time that it takes to feed the goats and the chickens. ASCAP, got you in, baby girl. You're such a good girl. We love you. Hi, Ass. Hi, Molly. You're waiting so patient. Let's get inside. Come on. Good morning, everybody. So here's Dandelion, the goat that is due to have her babies next week. Jahari, rude. Hey, well, you guys, rude. So she's due to have her babies next week. Look how small she is compared to everyone. Oh gosh, when it's breakfast time, there's just no patience from anyone. I better feed these goats before it turns into a war. So I'm gonna feed the chickens first. This is our mixed grains ration. There's, I can't even remember all that's in here, but you can see this isn't corn, it's yellow pea. And then there's like wheat and barley, all sorts of good things. And this is from a local farmer. So they grow it and they mix it themselves. And we feed our chickens almost 2 buckets of these Folgers cans. This is like the #1 reason to buy Folgers is because they have, literally because the cans are good. Okay. And we did this by weight. So if you know how many chickens you have, you can determine by weight how much you're gonna feed them. This is the tricky part. I don't know if I'll be able to film this. Okay, this is gonna be hard to film. I have one hand on the food, one hand on my phone, and I've gotta get in here. Move, chickens. Watch out, watch out. There we go. That was tricky with one hand. Okay. In here. Food in here. So the chickens are eating. They have their food ration for the day. Now what we feed our goats is a mix of alfalfa pellets. And then this is also mixed grains. It's made specifically for goats, specifically for pregnant goats and milking goats. And it comes from the same farmer that does our chicken feed. We have one goat who's an intense bully when it comes to food. That was the goat that you saw attacking Dandelion. So her name's Jahari. Oh, I didn't close the door properly. Oh no. Okay, I didn't film that because I needed both hands, but they actually went out pretty easy. So I was saying that Jahari's a big bully and she gets fed separately in this stall. So I just, from our grain area over the fence, I just dump her food. So the goats also are fed a certain amount by weight. So we know how many goats we have. We know how much they're supposed to eat, like per pound. So we put in the alfalfa pellets and the grains. I'm gonna do this bucket twice. I just mix it by hand so that when I go and put it in their trough, they're getting like a good equal mix of the alfalfa pellets and the goat grains. There's Jahari waiting to be let into her stall. She knows. Can you relax? What is the attitude this morning? Okay, so this is her stall. Holy Jahari, dude, no problem. Go eat. There you go. So she knows this has become like a regular routine. Once she's in her stall, then I can feed the rest of the goats. I'm not gonna film this part. It's tricky. Maybe I'll try and set up my phone. Okay, I couldn't. I tried setting up my phone But like for the minute it took me to try and get my phone set up, the goats started going crazy. They really don't like waiting for their food. I have to do that again. I have to get them a second bucket, and that is the right proportion for how much food they need to eat. And this is like their morning ration of extra nutrition and calories. And then they also have hay all day long accessible. The goats are eating, the chickens are eating. We're gonna feed our boy goats. They're in a separate paddock. They only get alfalfa pellets. Feeding the boy goats is one of my favorite parts of our morning routine because I love watching them come running as soon as they see me. They come running. They normally hang out up there and then they run down the fence line over to their feeder over here. I love seeing them, and they're so cute too. I don't know what it is about boy goats. There's something about them. They're more affectionate and more friendly. Like, I don't know what it is. I love them. This is Ernie. He's our big billy goat for our Boers. And this is Finn. He's a companion goat. So he does not have his testicles anymore. So he can't mate. Ernie, I don't want to touch Ernie too much because you probably don't know if you don't have goats, but boys pee all over themselves. And that's how they attract female goats. So if you, so Finn doesn't because he is neutered. But Ernie does. He pees all over his face, all over his beard. Boy, okay, let's try and feed the goats with one hand. If they just can get down and not so in the way. Finn, this is hard. Finn, you're just, I can't pour it if your face is in the bucket. Finn. Okay, dude. Oh. All right. So I always put extra in the boy bucket because so much of it lands on the ground, and they'll eat it from the ground too, but I give them extra. I just want to make sure they always have enough. Finn, he's so funny and so cute. They both are. I really love boy goats. We fed the chickens, the dogs, the girl goats, the boy goats. So everyone's fed now. The last thing we have to do is collect the chicken eggs, and we need to let the dogs out, and we need to let Jahari out. That's the end of feeding the animals. Then we need to go get a space ready for Dandelion. I want to make sure that everything is ready before she has her babies. They're due in a week. I think they're going to come early. All right, and I'm just going back into the chicken area now to get eggs. So these are our nesting boxes, but we're going to have to figure out a new system, I think, because now they sleep in them and they just poop in them, and that makes the eggs dirty. So they never did that before. This is a new thing. And every day I clean the poop out of their nesting boxes, whereas before they just never pooped in there. So we'll figure something else out. There's eggs here, and then there's eggs over here. See that chicken? It's not supposed to be up there. Oh, are you going up there too? And then look at all those sparrows. How many eggs? I wonder. So first we'll grab these eggs. I gotta clean up that poop, but I won't do it on camera. What you got? Ooh, a couple nice eggs. Thank you. And thank you for not pecking me either. That's nice. Okay, that's it for eggs this morning, except for up there. What's this party going on over here? Chickens. Can I see what's, what you got? Oh, a few eggs. Okay, can you move? You know what? I'm not gonna kick you out, but let me get these eggs. Thank you. Love you. She's mad. Sorry. And now, as payment for being our good protector doggies, they get eggs. Yes, love you guys. And our third dog, Hibiscus, she will get an egg too, but she doesn't eat it in here because it upsets Huck and Hascap to have to share food. So she gets an egg separately. The dogs are out. I'm letting Jahari out. We're done with feeding the animals. I'm going to show you where we're going to put Dandelion because she's not going to be in the barn. So there's our barn. This is our old chicken coop. The problem with this building is that there's no water source. So in the winter, before, because we used to have the chickens here. So I used to have to lug water way over there. There's a water spout, and I would fill up jugs and then through the snow, trek it all the way to the chicken coop. And that is how I brought water to the chickens every single day, all winter, every year. So this is the first year that we moved the chickens into the barn to make it easier to get them water. But now this is empty. It's cleared out. It's a good spot. We already made a goat warmer for the baby goats. And Dandelion's gonna have all this space just to herself. Excuse me, what are you doing in here? Okay, so she'll have all of this space to herself, except also with that one chicken, I guess. But so she's gonna have this, and there's a hole right here where she and her babies can access between this stall and the rest of the coop. This is the warmer. There's a heat lamp inside. This is the rest of the coop area, so we just need to give it a bit of a clean. What are you doing in here? Now I gotta look for eggs. Everyone's eating. Don't you wanna go eat? What are you doing in here? Anyways, so we just need to give it a bit of a clean, and then we need to bring hay in here and also a bin with a ration of pellets and the goat grains, and we're gonna have a heated bucket in here for water. So I will have to lug water in here for her. Okay, I have to close the door so the dogs don't escape. You heard me in here? You heard me in here? Good boy. The first thing I'm gonna do in here is just clean up the bedding a little, but this is like nice and very clean, fresh bedding. Okay. I have a new bale of straw. So on top of the existing bedding that's already down, I'm just gonna put a quick small layer of fresh straw on top of it. Get this out of the way so we can spread it. I'm gonna go fill up some water jugs, and then I have to fill them up at our water spout, which is across the way. And I'll fill up their water bucket. So every day I will have to be bringing water out for them, but that's okay. Oh. I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna get the hay with my sled. All right. It is a good thing that it snowed. Otherwise this would be really hard, but it's not. It's not that hard, thankfully. So we need to fix this part of the door here. This just separates that area from where we can keep the feed. So I'm gonna just grab some zap straps. Wow, that really got messed up. Come on, you guys. Dolly. Doll, you're here. You've got a space to yourself, lady. This is new, huh? Hi, cutie. Do you like your new home? Dolly. Dandelion hasn't quite figured it out yet. Everything's ready. We've got all the goats' food, the dog food. We got water, we fixed the door. So they're ready now. This is their space. Hascap is gonna live with them to make sure she's their livestock guardian dog. Oh, you got in! You figured it out, you got in! You do it? Get in, good job. Oh, God. Okay, so okay, this is a feature on Dandelion. Can I get Dandelion in here? So, okay. I love you. I love you. Look at this beautiful dog. Okay, we got Dandelion. So Dandelion is due in about a week. February 9th, it's a Sunday. We don't know how many babies she's having. I think she's gonna have triplets. I feel like she'll definitely at least have twins, but I do think she's gonna have triplets in her first go. This is her first pregnancy. So they have everything they need here. They've got a nice room with lots of bedding. They have fresh water, fresh hay. Every morning we will give them alfalfa pellets and grains. She's got her mom with her for company and support. You've been through this before. You can help her out. Now we're just on baby goat watch. We got to make sure Dandelion's comfy and happy. If you were any shorter, your belly would be dragging on the floor. You're so cute. We just love you, Dandelion. We just love you. So that's the update. Obviously I'll be feeding her and checking on her every single day, multiple times a day. And I'll keep you guys updated in my shorts, whether or not she's having her baby every day. And then when she does have her baby, I'll, of course, make another long format video all about you and your babies. I'm really hoping that we can catch it on film. One more week. Hey, being pregnant is not fun. We know. It's not easy, but you're doing it. You're doing great. Love you. Love you. Say goodbye to the people.